What's going on? So, look, man, I don't care, right, what anyone says, but look, I promise you, if Amir Khan watches this video and implements it, trust what I'm saying, he's going to be extremely difficult to beat at 147 pounds. Now, the first thing we're going to start off with, right, is we're going to start off with Canelo versus Khan. Now, boxing is a game of inches, okay? And Khan has implemented something into his game under Virgil Hunter, which is moving his hands a lot. Okay, he keeps his left hand, keeps the left hand low, and it's the fighting style of Sugar Ray Robinson. It's the fighting style of many great fighters before him have utilized it. It comes from the Midwest in America. Um, you know, this lead hand coming out here, Lennox Lewis used it. You use your shoulder to block your chin. But the thing is that this fighting style is a game of inches, and as we can see, Amir Khan when he fought Alvarez, he was fighting a game of inches, and this is a very good way to fight. And I would recommend that 90% of fighters implement it into their game. However, it isn't for everybody, but this fighting style is very, very good. Okay, but it has a vulnerability. The main vulnerability that if you can't get it right in them inches, okay, so Khan, as you can see, is using inches. He's not using fast footwork here. He's using inches, inch by inch, making Canelo miss by an inch and counter punching him. It's very good for an offensive style. It's very good for like in terms of defense as well. I mean, if you think about James Toney, you think about Mayweather, you think about every great defensive boxer that has ever lived, from Willie Pep to Muhammad Ali. They all played games of inches, yeah, and they had brilliant footwork. I mean, if you chopped Willie Pep's hands off, you'd find that Willie Pep would still have a very good defense. But I mean, as you can see here, this punch here, why did this land? Okay, this landed because Khan's hands are all over. They're down here, they're here, 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 here. He's misjudging. Okay, his footwork's fine. His footwork is perfect. Okay, there's nothing wrong with Amir's footwork, but it's his hands. As you can see there, where was his hands? Why did he get counterpunched in that manner? Okay, we fast forward to the knockout. Okay, let me show you something. Okay, just watch. Trust what I'm saying to you. Watch the knockout. Boom. Why did that knockout occur? Because Amir Khan's hands were down. Now, we know there's a vulnerability with Amir Khan in his chin, right? But is there any way to combat this, right? Just watch this video. I promise you, you're going to love this video. Just please share it and make sure you subscribe, okay? So, Canelo, right? Like I said before, right? I said this throughout the build-up. Canelo's going to be attacking the body, and one's going to come up at top. Bang, and that ended it. Khan thought it was coming at the body, and this is what I'm saying. This style of fighting is excellent if you are a master of inches. Okay, if you know how to utilize your shoulder, you can. You know, all the greatest defensive fighters of all time utilize this manner of boxing: right hand up, left hand down. Okay, let me show you another punch right where this backfired for Amir Khan. Okay, as we can see here, I'm just press this video. Right? Look, watch, just wait for it. Okay, so keep your eye on Khan. Forget this video playing left. Just keep your eye on Khan. Okay. So Khan, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Overhand right from Chris Algieri. Bang. There we go. Okay, same punch landed. Where was Khan's hands? They were down. Now let me show you another style of boxing, right? Which let's just keep this playing. Okay. Let me show you another style of boxing, which is the high guard. Okay, Winky right. Here we have Winky right. As you can see, Winky right is utilizing the high guard, and it leaves you less exposed to overhand rights. It leaves you less exposed to a range of different punches. If you can use the high guard very well, you keep your high guard up. You just use your body. You use your elbow just a little bit to move yourself down to block your body, and it's a very good fighting style to use if you want to block punches more effectively, let's say. Okay. The fighter I really want to show you though is a fighter called Jose Torres. Now, Jose Torres was sort of taught the peekaboo style of boxing, but he actually wasn't a very big knockout artist. This peekaboo style of boxing, level changing, keeping your hands tucked up, the high guard defense, right? We like to call it. No, let's get rid of this Winky right video. Okay. If we take a look at Jose Torres, right? Bear with me. Video's just being a little bit awkward. Let me pause Khan for a second. Okay. If you take a look at Jose Torres over here, right? He's utilizing the high guard. Okay, he's utilizing the peekaboo style, and as you can see, right, he's changing levels, and And I'm not saying Khan needs to fight exactly like this because this carries a um, it carries a vulnerability in that you can't have you're not as effectively as sound and you can't utilize your shoulder, but it's a different style and it works. And with the footwork of Amir Khan, I mean he's got very good feet as Khan, right? I mean, if you take a look at Jose Torres, if he does get caught, nothing's gonna land flush because his guard is constantly high. He's utilizing that high guard, yeah. And that peekaboo high guard, which is constantly there, stops you from getting caught from these big punches. And like I said, if you're a brilliant tactician and you want to excel to a different level, then you've got to revert to the sort of style of James Toney, Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins, and Sugar Ray Robinson. That is the optimal fighting style. But this boxing style is very good also. And I think for Amir, I think it's the way to go. If you take a look, we're going to watch a little bit more of Jose Torres before I alter it and I show you one more fighting style. But this is the high guard, okay, and I think Amir needs to implement this. I'm gonna explain why in a second, okay. One more fighter we're gonna watch is Marlon Starling, okay. If you take a look at his style as well, again the high guard, utilizing the high guard, catching and shooting, keeping your hands up, okay, and it leaves you less exposed to big punches. And um, I definitely think it's something that Khan needs to definitely do. I think he needs to resort back to the high guard now. As you can see, you get caught a lot less with the big looping punches that come at you. Okay, let's get rid of the Algeria. Now, let's watch the Algeria fight for a second. Okay, if you look at the Chris Algeria fight here, yeah, Khan definitely struggled here a lot, and there was signs here that he's going to get knocked out by Canelo because he was struggling so much. Look how much he gets caught, right? He's improved so much, right, under Virgil Hunter in so many aspects. But I think that this style of hand down, left hand down, right hand up, Julio Diaz exposed it, Canelo's exposed it, Chris Algieri even exposed it. And if he goes up into the 147 division against Brook, Thurman, Potter, Spence, they're going to expose this as well because Khan's there's reasoning behind it, but Khan's vulnerable to the overhand right, and this fighting style is a game of inches, and it doesn't, in my opinion, I don't think this left hand down, right hand up style suits Khan, not all. Okay, if we take a look at I'm gonna show you the fight. Okay, the best fight of Amir Khan's career was the Andreas Kotelnik fight. This was his most complete performance, and I think it's the one that he really needs to resort back to with subtle changes. Here, Khan has the high guard defense. Okay, he didn't know how to utilize it that well, but this was after the knockout against British Prescott, and he just resorted to a very basic style of boxing where he kept his high guard. But Khan's making a big mistake here, a huge mistake here. Okay, spell. Okay, Khan's making a huge mistake here, and I'm going to tell you what it is in a second. Okay, because you can see there's vulnerabilities. But what's happening? Khan's not getting caught by flush punches, is he? He's not. Okay, but see, he didn't get caught there, did he? You see in these exchanges, he's not getting caught by big punches. Jabs are catching him. He's getting caught by certain punches, but the big ones aren't landing. Why? Ask yourself why. It's because of that high guard. Okay, when Khan implemented this high guard, okay, and he was utilizing it, it served him a lot better. Did you see how much he was getting caught by Canelo and by Chris Algerian in this fight by a guy who's actually a better he's a faster fighter. He's Andreas Kotelnik is definitely no bum. He was a very good fighter. Do your research on him, okay? But I mean, if you look at so hold on, let's get my laptop on charge. Right, I'm gonna let you guys watch this for a second. If you look at Kotelnik as a fighter, he was a very good fighter. But why was he struggling to land many clean punches on Amir Khan? Because he had speed. He's got very fast hands, very fast feet. Why is he not able to land on Khan that easy? It's because of that high guard. It's a better form of a defense. Um, it's not the best point winning style, and it's not very good against big, huge power punches. But it's good. It's very good if you utilize it properly. And I think for Khan, this is the fighting style to go by. If you look at the fight with now, just hold on, just look at this. Look at Canelo Khan, right? Let me show you just a few seconds of it, right? Watch how much Canelo catches Khan in comparison to Kotelnik. Just give me 1 second. Watch. This is Canelo we're talking about. Khan should have outspeeded Canelo by mileage, but he didn't because Canelo's smart. See what I mean? And obviously it's not going to be perfect, but we're going to get to everything in a second, right? Just listen to what I'm saying and try and follow what I'm saying, yeah? Canelo lands a lot of punches in this fight. A lot of punches, okay? And the be-all end of all of it is this, that, sorry, right, that Khan's style here, it's not working for him, okay? It's definitely not working for him. This high guard, see where he implemented the high guard, that worked. That worked nice, but look, he's got his hands down now. Look at that, right, bang. Hit him to the body and the jab there as well, okay? And you're going to see this constantly. This happens throughout the fight. If you look at the Canelo versus Khan fight throughout it, Canelo catches him so many times, clean and big, okay? There, you see, I mean, these punches, right, Canelo's two weight divisions above Khan. He should not be clipping Khan with this many punches. Fair enough, one big one landed, but I mean, this many punches, the jabs and all sorts of punches are landing. You tell me, right, where is Khan performing better? Kotelnik or Canelo? And Canelo's throwing far fewer punches than Kotelnik as well. That's the other thing, okay? So I mean, it's just... See, this is a better offensive style, but Khan's vulnerability isn't his offense, right? I mean, what round are we on? We're on round 4 here, okay? Just watch, like, when Canelo's... I mean, this is a crap round, right? Because Canelo's not really... He's still attacking the body here. But Canelo lands so many of these punches, it's just not good. But look, forget that, right? Let's forget watching Canelo fight. When he fights Marcus Maidana, right, he has a problem here, which same problem he had in the Peterson fight, okay? And we're going to take a look at it, okay? When he fights Marcus Maidana, okay, he started off well, speedy, fast, etc., right? But then, got some fast combinations, Khan, okay? Drops Maidana, etc., okay? Well, let me turn. Let's just turn one of these off. Okay, right. Now, when he faces Marcus Maidana, Khan, right? Forgive me for the buffering and the problems that I'm having with my internet. It's not fast on my home address for some reason. Don't ask why. Tried. But when he fights Marcus Maidana, right, Maidana pretty much hunts him down, and Amir Khan doesn't know what to do with the pressure, okay? And under... If I should just turn this off, right, it's the same thing in the Peterson fight, you'll see it, okay? This is buffered. Here, pressure fighter, Marcus Maidana, the same thing. Khan does not know how to hold, he doesn't know how to pivot, he doesn't know how to spin here, okay? Peterson's coming at him. Amir doesn't know here how to get Peterson on the ropes and how to spin him on the ropes. That's the main key issue that he had when he was facing Lamont Peterson, okay? Now, it's all good him facing a fighter like this, right? Because this style of fighter, although he's pressing the action here, right, he's not a very good hunting fighter, let's say, right? Aggressive fighter. Peterson was a better hunting fighter. But Khan's improved this, okay? What Amir Khan has done under Virgil Hunter is he's learnt now that when he's against the ropes, he's firstly learnt the game of inches, not to run around the ring. What he's doing, he's running everywhere here. He doesn't know how to utilize the ring. He doesn't know how to grab, how to hold, how to spin, how to utilize the ring here. He's learnt how to do that now, okay? With the knowledge of being able to do that, right, he can go very far in boxing because he's learnt inches, he's learnt ring generalship, but he's struggling with his hands now, so he's regressed in that sense. Okay, let's just turn this off, okay, and let's take a look at his fight with Luis Collazo. Luis Collazo was coming at him, and we saw one of the best Amir Khan performances in a very long time. These are two of Khan's best performances we're seeing side by side. When Luis Collazo, right, was coming at Khan, Khan kept his high guard, but then you see, this is the problem Khan was having again. He's still reverting to this new style that he's developed, right, under Virgil, to keep his left hand down, and his right hand up, and it's just not benefiting him. It's not working for him, and forgive the buffering, right? It's been a bit of a disaster with the buffering in this video, but I think you get my point, okay? So many videos, I don't want to download them all. And look, if you just watch this, right? Khan's good in his exchanges, etc., right? But look, as you can see, when Clouser gets near him, he attacks, he hits Clouser, he knows how to. I think earlier on in the fight there was more evidence of him holding, spinning, etc. So I actually think that early on in the fight we have he proves my point a bit better. But as you can see, he attacks well, does Khan. He really and when Clouser gets too close to Khan, what Khan did in this fight was he would hold. Okay, he would hold. But look, man, this high, he was using a high guard defense here. Why didn't he use this against Canelo? I don't really understand. I don't know what changed after the Colazo and Alexander fight, but when we saw him against Chris Algeria against Canelo, he lowered his left hand, and I think he started listening to Virgil Hunter a little bit too much. I think this style of fighting was a lot better, high guard, and truth. I think Canelo would have struggled to knock Khan out if he utilised this high guard. Maybe he would have still got it because he's clever, but I mean, whenever Colazo was closing in on Amir Khan, what Khan would do essentially is grab Colazo, spin him off against the ropes, and that would be all she wrote. And that he would do that for 12, and he did that for 12 rounds, and it really benefited him, and I think it worked a charm. Um, with Khan, he needs to utilize this high guard defense, and he needs to copy that. Jose Torres. He needs to copy Jose Torres. Keep his hands tucked to his chin, right, and use your footwork and keep yourself tall. But sometimes lower your levels and utilize lateral movement and really change your levels. Keep your chin tucked and use your feet and stay out of range. And when your opponent comes too close, grab him. Okay, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. If Khan does that, he's got the natural capability to make up for everything else. Leave your comments in the section below. Please make sure you subscribe and make sure you share this video if you agree with this. The high guard defense for Amir Khan. I mean, I know everybody's going to be critical and be like, oh, Khan's got no chin, blah, blah, blah. But just trust what I'm saying. Keeps his hands tucked to his chin, right? Moves around the ring. If anyone gets too close, grab him, spin him, right? Get them against the ropes, and then restart. Do you know what I mean? Restart. Okay, and just continue doing that. And if he continues to do that, I think Khan will be very difficult to beat 147 pounds. Leave your comment section below, subscribe as always, Be Real TV.